Hey friends, are you feeling overwhelmed starting your new executive function coaching business? Or maybe you're an educator in the classroom desperately wanting to transition to your private executive function coaching practice, but you just don't know where to start. Let me help you out. My name is Sean, and I'm a former special education teacher who became an executive function coach. I now help coaches build profitable online practices through my methodology that I've used to build my coaching company, Executive Function Specialists. Okay, so you're just getting started as an executive function coach and you're flooded with questions. You might be wondering, what should I name my business? What tax structure do I use? How do I run a coaching session? Do I need insurance? How do I get my first client? And so much more. Now, these are all valid questions, but they shouldn't get in the way of you doing what you're best at, helping students succeed in school. By the end of this video, you're going to have a clear roadmap on what steps you need to take as a new executive function coach to launch and grow your practice. Let's dive in. What do most new executive function coaches feel overwhelmed by? Well, after coaching hundreds of new coaches through my certification course in the Executive Function Coaching Academy, I've boiled these down into a few things that I think you're going to struggle with. Here are the most common areas new coaches struggle with when setting up their online practices. 1, lack of experience in setting up a business. Many coaches enter the field from education and don't have business experience that includes setting up a website, setting up your terms of service, and onboarding policies. While this can be tricky, there are many other coaches who will provide you things like terms of service templates, scripts for discovery calls, guidance on how to build your website, checklists for running your first coaching sessions, and more. These are all things we provide in the Executive Function Coaching Academy membership. But if you're just looking for some general business coaching, why not check out score.org? Score.org provides free business mentoring in addition to a free consult with an attorney to help you set up your business. Another big area that new coaches struggle with is self-doubt and inexperience. I have plenty of resources on how to overcome imposter syndrome, and let me walk you through a couple things. The first mistake people make here is because they're new and inexperienced, they want to give away too much for free, which leads to burnout and overwhelm. So I'll break down how you can avoid that in this video. Another big mistake new coaches make is the misconception that they need to do everything in their first couple of sessions. Because of this feeling of wanting to please their clients, they end up overwhelming them with too many things in the first few sessions, pushing them away. Don't do that. Okay, so here are 5 actionable strategies you can use to manage that overwhelm as a new executive function coach. Strategy number 1, try the 2-minute method. The 2-minute method is where you identify something that feels overwhelming or difficult, and you focus on something you can do to progress in that area for 2 minutes or less. Go try it now. Set a timer for 2 minutes and focus on something you've been avoiding. Even taking action in a small way can be incredibly meaningful, and it's a great skill to teach your students as well. Strategy number 2, reframe your overwhelm. Instead of thinking of all the things you have to do, why not focus on the things you're doing and have already done? So for example, if you use that 2-minute method and you've tried something, say, I'm grateful I had the courage to try X, or I'm grateful I had the courage to start building my website. Whatever it is, start to focus on the things you're doing, not all the things you feel you need to do. Check out this feedback from someone who went through the process in the Executive Function Coaching Academy. This coach said, each week I did the steps you recommended and watched a couple additional videos from the vault, and I feel more prepared and confident to launch my business in the fall. I subscribed to Tutorbird and made my website and did things I never even attempted to do before. Thank you so much for everything you have provided. I'm really excited to start the journey. This can be you too if you're willing to take those small, meaningful actions to build your practice. The next strategy I highly recommend is the one thing approach. And this is the approach I've used after reading the book, The One Thing. And basically the way this goes is you ask yourself this question each day. If I only got one thing done today in service of starting my executive function coaching practice, what would it be? If you're not sure what it might be, you could write down on Post-its all the things you think you should do, and then you could choose the one that you think will have the most meaningful impact on your business. Now, just this thought process alone is powerful, and again, is something you can teach to your students as well. Strategy number 4 is ensure that you visualize progress. So instead of always crossing things off on your to-do list, maybe start to build a list of things you're doing, right? Create a list of all the things you've accomplished since you started on this journey to become an executive function coach. Or maybe keep an ongoing list on your phone of all the things you're proud that you've done. So for example, you can check out all the things I listed for 2023 in my app on day 1. So I was able to increase my subscribers for my coaching program to 3,900. I spoke at an ADHD conference in person, and I sold out the seats for my coaching course. Tracking the positive wins is also a great way to see that you're actually making progress. The fifth most important strategy I recommend is joining a supportive community of people who are doing the same thing as you. Sometimes people call this building a mastermind group. Now, we've actually been able to build this online using School, a great platform. And so we have coaches working with each other, supporting each other on anything that they need to do around their coaching. Plus, we have plenty of courses here that people can take to grow their business, as well as a calendar of upcoming events that people can join in order to get support on their business. But you don't need to be in this community. You can choose something else that's going to help your coaching practice. So whether it's starting your own mastermind community, getting an in-person meetup in your local community, do something where you're involved and surrounded by other people who are pursuing the same goals as you. Now, I love this quote by James Clear. He said, "Nothing sustains motivation better than belonging to the tribe. It transforms a personal quest into a shared one. This is why remaining part of a group after achieving a goal is crucial to maintaining your habits. It's friendship and community that embed a new identity and help behaviors last over the long run." So if you're feeling overwhelmed by starting your executive function coaching practice, here are 5 things you can do that'll help you make progress. 1, commit to daily tasks you can get done in 2 minutes or less. 2, acknowledge the overwhelm, then convert it into appreciation for your courage to do something new. 3, identify that one thing or a key task that you could complete each day that would make your heart feel proud. 4, visualize progress in some way to see the progress, not just the gap. 5, build a tribe to stay engaged with people around you that are working on the same goals. I hope this video was helpful. If you want more free resources on how to become an executive function coach, including my free weekly newsletter, check out the links in the bio so you can get started today. See you later.